For those of us that have been practicing the let's dry your eyes, don't cry, move on, and in our space now where we would like to create a space in our family or environment in our family where we can make room for kids to release the emotional hurt that they're already working with. What things should we do within our family environment to make that a comfortable thing for our kids to do?
For our kids. Well, and I would say even before we get to our kids, if we haven't been doing that, then we need to find a space, create a space so that we are expressing our hurts. And, Pam talks about finding a listening partner.
Yes.
And that could be your partner if you
Yes.
have one. It could be a spouse. I had a friend, I had a client whose her partner really couldn't listen in this way to her. And so she had a walking listening partner. And so they would walk for an hour, and 30 minutes, one of them would talk and the other would listen, and then they would walk back and they would switch. So if our Hertz cup is full from all of the things that we're experiencing, then we don't have space for our children. And so before we can even talk about, creating that space for our kids, we have to have the space to do it. Once we have a little bit of space and, maybe we filled up our love cup and we've met some of our own needs, one of the things that Pam talks about is one-on-one time with our children, really making that a priority. And like I said, when parents start practicing connection parenting, sometimes just that those feelings just come up because, oh my gosh, we've just slowed down together in connection. Yes. You're here, you're listening to me. I need to let you know I've got some stuff going on here. I'm a little bit, second grade is really hard, and I just need you to understand that. So it's sometimes it's just starting with creating that space. And then, one of the other things that I talk about with parents is, have you had the experience of, having someone really be there for you? What does that feel like for you? And have you ever had the experience, Pam talks about this too, and I remember it really made an impact on me. Have you had the experience of walking into a room and seeing that safe, special person in your life and just completely falling apart? Yes. That's part of what we want to create for our children. Yes. But we've got to put down the phone, put it down, so that we can be present and paying attention. And that's where we can start to notice, oh, you look sad, and start to even just starting there.
What do you say to parents that say, our lives are too busy? I've got 2 kids, or I've got 3 kids. I don't have time to do one-on-one with each of my kids. What's your response to those parents?
I think you don't have time to not do it. Because you either are going to be meeting their needs and making time for that one-on-one time, or you're going to be dealing with the consequences of not having those needs met. And so it's either way, you're going to spend the time. It's just way more pleasant to find it. And it can be 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be 10 minutes with each child every day. I've got families with 6 kids. Yeah. They're like, logistically, it's impossible. Like, we can't do that and eat. So, and I get that. But, if you can strive for, some special time with each child once a week or every other week, something that they can look forward to. And they know that that's their special time that's coming up. Great if you can do it more often, of course. But find the time. Let your kids know it's coming so that they can get excited, and let them take the lead on what you're going to do during that time. So it's not parents' time to figure out, oh yeah, we're going to play Monopoly. Because, them choose. Let them choose.